Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today's August 24th, 2019. Here to give you all the news according to the charts and also certify some of the articles that we come across to make sure that the market sentiment is feeling the same way about these articles, because all in all, these articles are simply persuasion, trying to get you to think and act a certain way. And if the price chart doesn't correlate with what the article is talking about, then you already understand for surety that the article is wrong. Okay, so again, thank you for coming to our channel. We appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. Join us at our website, HueFinancial.com, in order to get more of our information pertaining to the other altcoins in the space and their forecast price move. Okay, at the end of this video, we will go ahead and look at Bitcoin and give you our price movement forecast for this cryptocurrency. So make sure you stay tuned to the end, or you just go ahead and speed up and check out our analysis as to what we're seeing on the price chart. Okay, so this article literally is about an hour ago talking about how a huge amount of Bitcoin was deposited on BitMEX. And is that a sign of impending crash coming into the market for Bitcoin? Bitcoin worth $51 million was deposited at BitMEX. A lot of people like to term that amount of Bitcoin as a whale. Somebody who has a huge amount of Bitcoin and they're willing and now they're ready to play some actions behind it, i.e. dumping the market, meaning pushing the price down substantially. Okay, so BitMEX has received a deposit of precisely 5,000 Bitcoin, equivalent to around $51 million in US funds. Okay, now already by having 5,000 Bitcoin coming into an exchange leads people to speculate that a dump might be in the cards, since a large amount of Bitcoin entered an exchange. Do you think that BitMEX can handle it? Of course, they handle both sides of the market. They allow margin trading about 100% more than what you're actually placing on a trade. And it allows traders to short and, well, sell and buy the market. And since BitMEX has been, since Bitcoin has been tiptoeing around $10,000 for a month, people are looking for a huge market move to come into Bitcoin. Now, by BitMEX being one of the largest margin trading exchanges by volume, they can handle 5,000 Bitcoin coming into the space. On average, BitMEX does about $2.5 billion in daily trade volume. So this $51 million that just came into exchange is not that dramatic. Okay, so that's about $100 million per hour on BitMEX. So now if the market was to absorb this $50 million, it would change the price. No doubt about it. It would move the market, but it won't be as substantial if this $51 million Bitcoin came into a less liquid cryptocurrency exchange. Okay. So this article talks about, it's reasonable to presume that anybody with a sufficiently large reserve of Bitcoin can significantly alter the price action, which is true. Because of this, large transfers like this are often met with scrutiny, particularly by cryptocurrency traders. Large transfers from a known whale wallet to an exchange wallet are often taken as a bearish indicator. The last sentence of this article. With that said, this should always be taken with a grain of salt. So you go through this whole article and you read and you try to persuade us into thinking that it's supposed to be a bearish indicator when such a large amount of Bitcoin comes into an exchange. But then the very last sentence, you tell your reader that this should be taken with a grain of salt. Come on. That's why HueFin News only pays attention to the price charts, because Your whole premise of this article is that something is going to happen with this $51 million coming to BitMEX. Don't all of a sudden at the end of your article switch and say all that you just said needs to be taken with a grain of salt. So why did you even come and write this article? Now, just to certify that this $51 million, this 5,000 Bitcoin came into BitMEX, you can see right here, about 3 days ago from Block Cipher, 5,000 Bitcoin did come into the market for BitMEX. And here are the exchanges, or the addresses, that came into BitMEX. So 5,000 came to this address. 499 more is still remaining unspent. And I wanted to see how much of the fees in terms of US dollars did this transaction come to. So I went to CoinMarketCap converter calculator and I inputted this amount. And you can see it cost $2.51 to transact that transaction. Okay. So not too bad. I mean, 5,500 Bitcoin only cost $2.51 to move. It's pretty good considering the amount of money that was actually moved into today's dollar terms. Okay. So the question is, are the whales about to dump Bitcoin? So we're going to look at the price chart for Bitcoin right now and give you our price movement forecast for this coin. So this market came into, this amount of Bitcoin, 5,000 Bitcoin came into the market about 3 days ago. So that's about the 22nd, 21st of August. So there was a decent amount of volume that came into the space, but nothing as much as what came in on the 25th, 26th and the 27th of June. Now, obviously, you guys saw our video from the last couple of days right here on the 21st of August. The expectation was for Bitcoin to move to the downside. It did the next following day, caught that support around 97.50, moved higher, but it didn't break our resistance area in Bitcoin. So that gives us even more credence and credibility for us to keep our price target ongoing in the market for Bitcoin. Now, I'm still going to hold that TP around $9,600. I'm still expecting this market in Bitcoin to show us some weakness. The last couple of 3-hour bars, you can still tell here that the market is getting inundated with some weakness. The new resistance area for Bitcoin is going to be around $10,200 in the near term. Okay, now on the daily, but on an hourly time frame and smaller, that is the new resistance area for Bitcoin. But all in all, we're still on par in the market for Bitcoin to continue to move to the downside, and that's our expectations. TP right there around $9,600 if we see more strength coming to the space. But the longer that we've been dwelling up here around that $10,200, $10,400 price, the more likely it is that $9,600 will not hold for support. Weekly chart still gives me a little bit more confidence and evidence that the market in Bitcoin is still weak. I'm still looking forward to hit this low end of $8,900 for the long term. Definitely seems feasible the longer we go out in trading. So that's our expectations. We're still on par for the market in Bitcoin to continue to give us some indications of weakness and movement to the downside. Nothing really has changed. We just wanted to come in and give you all an update as to how this market in Bitcoin has been trading and how much of an impact those 5,000 Bitcoins will have on the market. And it looked like it might have a minor impact, but we knew that all the way back since the 21st of August that the market in Bitcoin is going to continue to move to the downside. So we're on par. Questions, comments, let us know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section of this video and join us at our website at HueFinancial.com. See you all on the next one.